Michelle Lai, and I must say that I'm spilling over with gratitude for the mission. The work of TCM really hits home for me because I grew up in St. Jamestown and I'm living there now. I am so thankful for the work that they are doing in my community because I can see the impact that it is having on my neighbors. As Michael mentioned, I was also an intern with TCM for 3 summers, and that was a blast. It was a lot of work, but it was so much fun. That's why I went back 2 more summers. But I have to say that I am most grateful for the fact that TCM has changed my life. I stand here today as a testimony of the incredible work that they are doing in our city, and it brings me great joy to share my story with you. When I was 17 years old, I became the first Christian in my family. As excited as I was about my new faith commitment, my family was less than pleased. Every Sunday was a battle, as I begged my parents to let me attend church. And every day was a struggle, as I tried to live out my faith in a home that was resistant to it. And I remember being on my knees every night praying that things would change. Then, a year later, I discovered Toronto City Mission. I had the opportunity to serve as an intern in St. Jamestown. At the time, I could not wait to be part of the transforming work that was being done in my community. I had no idea, however, that the biggest transformation that would happen would be in my own life. I learned so much that first summer, and I grew so much in my faith. TCM provided me with the Christian mentors that I did not have at home, and this came at a crucial time in my life, a time when I was making decisions that would affect my future. With the help of the friends and mentors that I met at Toronto City Mission, I was able to discover my passion for fueling faith into the next generation. Today, I'm the children's pastor at Stone Church in Toronto, and I have become a Christian mentor to others. Now, my story doesn't stop there. One of the incredible things about Toronto City Mission is that they are able to impact an entire family. They may begin a relationship with one child or participant in their programs, but over time, they are able to influence the whole family. This is exactly what happened in my household. You see, when TCM staff member Elliot Shin discovered that I had 3 younger siblings, he invited them to participate in TCM's programs. Both my sisters became LITs, which is now called a TLC program. I'm sure you'll hear more about that later. And my brother started attending the junior high program. By the end of that first summer, my prayers were answered, and all 3 of my siblings came to faith too. Now, the positive effect that being a Christian had in my life and my siblings' lives did not go unnoticed by my father. My father was originally very resistant to the Christian faith. But when he saw the positive changes in his children, he went from trying to get us to not go to church every Sunday to driving us to church every Sunday. Toronto City Mission is all about building relationships, and that is exactly what they did with my family. Now, I remember one night, Elliot came to dinner to our house, and I remember watching my dad prepare the meal. He brought out these expensive-looking mushrooms. My siblings and I had never seen them before. That's how, I don't even know what they were. And I remember asking my dad, "Papa, are those for Elliot?" And now, if you know my father, you'll know that this is actually a big deal because he doesn't bring out our best food for even strangers. After that evening, Elliot bumped into my dad several times, and he would always take the time to stop and talk. I'm pretty sure that these encounters did something to my father, because my family was usually very antisocial. My parents never participated in community events. They barely showed up at school meetings. But for some reason, they participated in TCM's bi-monthly community potlucks. And I'm pretty sure it was not just the food that brought them out. Toronto City Mission really takes the time to become part of the communities that they serve in. The staff members are not just some people who work for some organization, they become neighbors and friends. My family really got to experience this when we went through the biggest storm of our lives. A few years ago, my father became ill. As overwhelming as the situation was, we felt incredible support from Toronto City Mission. TCM staff members, Steve Chu, Elliot, they prayed with my father and visited him. And Alita Fung, she actually cooked food for my family one night so that my mom could have a break. All of this love and support must have really touched my father because he revealed to me on his deathbed that he had accepted Christ. Toronto City Mission not only helped shape the direction of my life, but also played a large role in the transformation that God brought about in my family. I'm so thankful for the relationships I have built through Toronto City Mission because they have really made a difference in my life and in the life of each member of my household. Thank you.